Singapore finance chiefs remain upbeat on the domestic economy, with net optimism at 26% despite a weaker global outlook ahead. To expound on this, we have on the line Justin Greenberger of Optro. So Justin, let me begin with where this is coming from. What's driving that confidence among Singapore CFOs?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think you have Singapore CFOs who are looking at the global economy, but really understanding what's happening domestically. I mean, I think if you look at Singapore and everything that's happening around electronics, semiconductors, manufacturing, there's a lot to be optimistic about. And so I think what we work with CFOs on is more of how do you get ready for that growth? If you think about our world in GRC, how do you control what you can control as you're going through hyperscale? And so we're really excited about the optimism that we're seeing in the market, specifically in Singapore and with the CFO community.
And also, only 13% of CFOs are extensive AI users. In your opinion, why is scaling so hard?
Yeah, I mean, I think what's happening right now is you have agents who can work faster than humans. And so they're exposing everything that you might not have thought was as mature as it should be, whether it's user access, whether it's data, whether it's accountability, controls, availability. When we do our research, we found that 58% of leaders believe governance controls are keeping pace with AI adoption, but only 18% have active risk mitigation plans in place. And so I think what we see is as the market starts to mature with AI taking actions instead of just outcomes and analysis, you're going to start to see a market that really needs to understand and believe in AI governance and how you set the foundations as you're scaling so rapidly.
So if you were to make recommendations, what should Singapore CFOs be doing differently right now?
Yeah, I think the amount of value should be associated with the use cases that you're doing. So whether it's an AI use case around operational manufacturing, or if it's an opportunity for inventory, having a true value statement around your AI use cases rather than trying to deploy AI everywhere. So I think the acumen around value is really important for CFOs. I think when you talk about new technology like this and the pace that it's moving on, bringing as many people to the table around governance, whether it's IT, audit, compliance, risk teams, I think having everyone a part of the conversation is really important because things are moving so fast. One thing that we saw that was really great while ERPs, MRPs, PLMs were being deployed, we had auditors, we had compliance professionals being a part of the project go lives. I think one of the best practices we see is having governance, controls, audit as a part of the use cases that are deploying so that you're actually continuously auditing and understanding the risk as it's going live.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, Justin. Hope you can join us again soon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Once again, that was Justin Greenberger, Chief Customer Officer at Optro. For more news, visit sbr.com.sg.